they're trying. I think that the media initially, like Kotaku and the other news sites, they made it seem like they were attacking streamers. I don't think that truly came out of Tillis' mouth per se, but I think it's implied. So I think a lot of people thought that would be an implied thing for streamers when there's no real thing that says anything about streamers. So it's like, is it really about us or is it really about other people? So obviously, doing my research, it did look like it's more about the people who are taking movie content, uploading it to places where you can stream movies and stuff like that. I suppose, right? That is bad. There's also some things where people are talking about, or from what I understand, one of the issues are people paying for Spotify, downloading the music from Spotify, and then selling it. It's like, why would, like, I feel like with such a good service like Spotify and the other services, with Spotify obviously being the top, it doesn't really feel like that's that big of a thing. Like, there's already like music services and people are willing to pay the money for those music services. Like Spotify accounts like $10, $8-9. You get the family plan, it's what, 16, and you have like up to 5 people on it. I have 3 people on mine right now. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, you're not allowed to resell, but like, it's just buck wild to me that they're still like attack. Like, these are the things that they're kind of noting, right? So they're also against the people who go into the movies with the with the phone cams and like the handy cams, trying to record the movies like that, like rightfully so. And as I mentioned before, there's a case study. Well, their proposal, not just within their case study, but they had a case study from 2017 that was a part of the 2019 proposal that those statistics are no longer available. So that does no good for kind of making their, staking their claim. Obviously, it's already been passed already, right? So again, as I mentioned before, this is one of the reasons why I did not want to release my video previously about this, because like, I feel like I want more insight on it before just spouting off hot noise and just being mad about it. Now that they've passed the fucking bill, it's like, man, it's just amazing that they snuck it in with the freaking stimulus bill. That's just crazy. The fact that they were sneaking in that way without offering any kind of rebuttal, it's nuts. The fact that it even got approved, but I think it mostly got approved because of the stimulus. So I think that like, they should isolate that from the stimulus bill, because this does absolutely jack shit for the common person. Any of the issues that the entertainment industry, music industry has been having, that should be dealt with separately, as opposed to passing something within a stimulus bill. Like, it's pretty bullshit. Typical legislative move, 5K page essay in order to sneak in garbage, yeah. Yeah, they use it as hostage. If they deny it, people won't get checks. Like, instead of taking the time out to be like, okay, wait, what's this? This has nothing to do with stimulus. This has nothing to do with money. This has nothing to do with helping people. So why is this a part of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't, like, that doesn't make sense to me. But here we are, right? Like, we gotta deal with it. And I while I don't agree with it, here we are. And the fact that we can't even fight it. The fact that independent creators, small businesses, medium-sized businesses can't even box this. Like, we can't even fight it. Like, I'm okay with addressing more than one bill, Taker. Like, it's fine to address more than one bill. That's okay. But I think it's important to isolate them things. Like, at least hold it up for freaking review. Like, hold it up for review. Like, don't just push something for control. There's no clause in there that says anything about video games, right? But it doesn't mean that they can't, like, blanket it. That's the part that worries me, is that they could blanket that shit. And I get it. Now there'll be a lot higher stipulations. But at the same time, I feel like what's really terrible is that, like, it's gonna hurt the overall longevity of things. It's gonna hurt the overall, like, vibe of this thing, because a lot of this is, for free speech. It's the way people communicate, all that. And it's not so much that they're taking it away, but they're not allowing you to connect on the things that you all enjoy. So instead of me showing you, for example, like if we're like chilling on stream and I want to show you a clip of like Key and Peele, I can't show you that because that's like, you know, copyright nonsense. That's like, we can't even do that. Like, I can't share that with you, you know. I can't, like, part of your content also is reflected on things that you enjoy, and you know, you enjoy those things and people share those things that you enjoy. So you want to find a way to share that shit with them, you know. Like, I don't see anything wrong, for example, like streaming, right? Like, for example, like the Pete Holmes show has clips from the X-Men, right? They're like 2 or 3 minute, you know, shorts, you know, and they're funny as hell. And I'm like, if I decide to watch that with you guys, you know, on stream, I don't see that as a big deal. That's just getting Pete Holmes more viewership, etc., etc. Like, I'm not taking any money away from him, but then again, that's not how they would look at it, right? Probably look at it another way. Pokemon's in a private stroke because of this trash. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure she had to deal with some bullshit too. Imagine watching a movie with Discord homies and the FBI shows up at your house. I mean, they just forget that like people have no other way to connect. They're also, you know, something like that could also be clapped too, you know. Discord could get fucked over for that shit too, if users are using that streaming service for that, you know. And it's not like you're live streaming, like they give you the ability to, like, you know, share your screen and share things like that. Like, it's a way for you to share stuff privately and, you know, chill. Like, you're basically gonna just take away, and I think that's just, I mean, and you know, I get it. You know, you're all watching something on someone's Netflix account or some shit like that, but it's like, man, what else are people gonna do? We're stuck indoors. You know, we have no, like, if we can't hang out in person, how else are we gonna watch the movies together? Watch them individually? Like, it takes away the experience. Like, part of the reason why we watch movies and stuff like that together is because we want to experience things together, and they're taking that, like, making that like I understand the illegal use of something like that. I get it. But like, if it's like a wholesome family, like just big chilling, and just like the only way they can watch, like, you know, their aunt's in like the hospital or some shit like that, and the only way they can watch a movie together while she's in the hospital is to sit here on Discord to do it. Like, come on, man. Why would you? It's the only way you can chill together. Like, why would you take that away? Let's just hope it all goes away. Hell no. They're not gonna let this shit go. They're not gonna let this shit slide easily, dog. They want to take, I don't know, it's like they just want to take control of everything. Like, we literally don't have ways to connect, and social media is our only real outlet to connect. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Go attack the websites that are like taking away from, you know, the music and like entertainment industry as a whole, right? Go attack those websites. Don't coming after individual content creators is just like, it's because they don't care, because of the content creators don't have any actual protection. So they're just like, whatever, dog. Like, I'm not saying that they don't have any real reason to be annoyed or upset with people, you know, utilizing the content, you know, or like manipulating the content or whatever for their own personal gain, right? They're upset because, you know, we're quote unquote making money off of it. You know, they view that as a threat, and they're trying to keep their pockets fat. And it's like, okay, just crack down on those websites and just don't come down on streamers and other content creators, because it just doesn't do us no good, man. But like I said, none of it really is aimed at video games, it seems. Nothing explicitly states video games. And that's what we were saying yesterday, is that like it's kind of like not, I don't know, like they don't, it's still not clear, right? It's still not 100% clear. I think that's one of the problems. Optimism is high risk, high reward. Just get burned. Yeah, that's true. People ignoring the issue is literally how bad shit continues to happen. Yeah. The thing is, I'm choosing to speak out about it because I think it's important. Because you could literally, like, you won't just, you have to understand. I just feel like I have to say something. Like, cause this affects me. This affects all the other streamers. This affects YouTubers, Instagram, TikTok. All the social media platforms are affected. There's no one sole platform that's affected alone. Like, everyone is affected. Like, it's not like it's just Twitch. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, just staying on point here. It's just unfortunate, dude. So if everyone ends up being like a felon, or people go, I don't know. I just don't see them attacking streamers like that. But I do think it's fucked up that they snuck it in at the end. And it's like, it's at a point where like they cannot not approve it. It's like, you mean to tell me this shit's been going on this entire time, and y'all couldn't at least attempt to get it earlier in the year so people could actually contest it? Instead you throw it in at a time where people need, like, just protect their families, pay bills, with like the smallest stimulus check ever. Like, come on, man. What's up, Roman? What up? The real question is, do they have the capacity to attack streamers? Not ask if they will or not. If the answer is yes, we got a problem. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what they intend to do, but it's like I said, dude. This is a situation that shouldn't be taken lightly. And it's kind of wild to me that I don't see any of the bigger streamers, I don't see too many bigger content creators really talking about this. Outside of like Devin Nash and maybe like Alpha Gaming, Harris Heller. I've only really seen those two really talk about it. Like, everyone else is just kind of like, they're still stuck on DMCA alone. Like, bro, did you see what's going on with this shit? Like, we could be losing our livelihood here, man. But some people just don't, some of the bigger names, they don't care. Or maybe they do and they're just not saying anything about it publicly. I don't know. I don't want to say that they don't care, but it just, on the outside looking in, seems not. What's up? So yeah, man, I don't know. I really don't know what else to say other than I hope that this takes care of itself to whatever capacity, and I hope that the independent content creators and entrepreneurs have like more say on this, because I think it's just it's pretty. No, I read Ultra David's thing too. Ultra David definitely had some good insight on it, and it's a lot along the lines of like, we don't know if this is gonna attack live streaming like that. Like, it's like I said before, it's worded pretty poorly, and like, because it's worded poorly is why it's like, so who are you really after? Like, who are you really after? Are you after streamers? Are you after streaming websites? Are you after YouTube? Like, where are you really, like, what's your aim? What's your focus? Like, where are we really, like, where is being attacked from? Like, what's the angle? The fact that there's no, other than them attacking like the people who are like having websites where they host movies, that's like the only thing, right? But nothing is clear on streaming. Nothing. And I think that's where the problems kick in, Raph. Like, there's no clarity in that regard. And I think that's where we gotta figure that part out. Because there's nothing explicit. It definitely feels like we can't have shit. It definitely feels like we can't have shit. And I would also mention how PewDiePie, he got jacked over too. He got hit with a DMCA strike on music, but he was the one playing the music from a Celine Dion song. Like, hello? How is it that my man's playing a cover and it's done poorly, and they figured out it was that song? And so that man has been making, the money he would make off of that 100% goes to Celine Dion and that label. That's fucked up. It's just fucked up. Oh, you haven't read anything about it? Oh man, I'm gonna have to hook you up then, dog. I mean, I guess like, the TLDR about it is just basically like, it's one of those things where, like I said, they're trying to attack the streaming websites. It seems more out there more after those things regarding live streaming movies and shit like that. But a lot of people also think that it could be, coming after Twitch, coming after YouTube, Instagram, etc., etc. Like, it could be going after those outlets as well. But, you know, it's we just gotta wait and see. Like, what's the fight for? You can't truly contest. Like, how do you truly contest something that's already been passed? You know, it's passed. How do I contest? You've already passed it. So what do I do now? I think that's the issue.